Welcome to Layla Lynn TV, the channel for celebrity news and entertainment. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified of every new episode. Wondaland artist Jidenna is coming under fire today for comparing rapper XXXTentacion to Malcolm X. Before we get into the details, I'd like to send my condolences to the family and friends of rapper XXXTentacion. May God give you peace during this tough time and know that your loved one's life was not lived in vain.
Worst thing comes to worst, I fucking die, a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive, and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't give a fuck, because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. So I just wanted to say I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make...
Jidenna tweeted his condolences for the death of XXXTentacion today, as so many people have been doing. He tweeted, "R.I.P. XXXTentacion. No one can be so self-righteous that they're happy when a youth dies. The young still have the capability to reform. God bless the kids." And the reason he mentioned people being self-righteous enough to be happy about the death of XXXTentacion was because so many people were actually celebrating his death, like this person who tweeted, "XXXTentacion is dead. Happy birthday to me." And tons of other people who tweeted similar statements celebrating his death, which I don't want to put in this video. But the reason they were celebrating his death was because of the allegations of domestic abuse against him. In 2016, he had a domestic abuse case in which he was charged with aggravated battery of a pregnant woman, domestic battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, and witness tampering. So his death seemed to bring joy to a lot of people who held anger towards him over those abuse allegations. And when Jidenna tweeted his condolences to XXXTentacion, some people felt like Jidenna was supporting an abuser, like this person who tweeted, "An abuser, a full-grown adult who made decisions as an adult. Come on, right?" So Jidenna tried to clarify his statement. He tweeted, "For the record, I was never in support of his ways, especially his domestic abuse, which I found to be horrific. But I will never demonize an individual without criticizing the society and or circumstance in which they were raised, especially someone under 21. For those who are so woke that their compassion is asleep, remember this. If Malcolm X was killed at the age of 20, he would have died an abuser, a thief, an addict, and a narrow-minded, depressed, and violent criminal. So I believe in change for the young." And Lord, why did he bring up Malcolm X? So many people felt comparing XXXTentacion to Malcolm X was a reach. Like this person who tweeted, "He wouldn't have been Malcolm X. He would have been Malcolm Little, Detroit Red, etc. You wouldn't be talking about him like the countless number of young black men who die young and shouldn't. So this makes little to no sense to me. Little to no sense." And this person who tweeted, "The fact that you compared the great Malcolm X to XXXTentacion is wild. Malcolm X never raped a woman. Ain't no positive change that will come from this man." And another person tweeted, "There is no way you can convince me that if XXXTentacion went to prison, he would turn into the next Malcolm X." And this person seemed to capture what a lot of people were thinking when she tweeted, "I take no joy in his death or the fact that people share videos of his last moments, but to act like he was a martyr is beyond me. We have got to do better than this." And Jidenna responded to some of the tweets challenging his comparison of XXXTentacion to Malcolm X by saying, I understand, and I personally don't see him as a martyr, but as a deeply troubled and talented kid that got famous too fast and was in desperate need of a lot of help, like our entire society, which has no moral compass. My point here is not to equate Malcolm with XXX, but to point out that a young, lost kid can evolve into something greater. I do believe karma was at work, however, so I pray that men heed this warning and that we revere women more than any generation before us. I get the point that Jidenna was trying to make, everything he said except for the karma part. He basically felt that XXXTentacion's life was taken away way too soon, and that a lot of people who were greater later in life had a rocky start. And had their lives been ended so early in their life, then they would have died being known as liars, cheaters, abusers, etc. too. I believe that's all he was trying to say, but by bringing up Malcolm X, the conversation just went left for a lot of people. But what do you think? Do you agree with Jidenna's comparison of XXX's life to the early life of Malcolm X? Or do you think it makes no sense to compare the two? Leave a comment and let me know. As always, thanks for watching.